Well, hello. I want to talk to you today about a free pen. I was given this by ChrisRap52, but it really is a free pen, so it's not like you use out any money. This is the Noodler's Charlie, which originally was included in the bottles of Noodler's Heart of Darkness, but I believe Mr. Tardif is expanding the selection of inks that he includes this in. The pen was named in honor of the Charlie Hebdo shooting in France. Uh, Now, the pen itself is a free pen. Noodler's has offered a free pen before. Definitely some design similarities, but some differences too. Like this body is all one clear chunk of plastic. On the old free pen, it was not, but both eyedropper pens, both basically share the same nib. So, yeah, let's talk about the Noodler's Charlie. One thing I've found I don't like is it does dribble, so if this dribbles, sorry. All right, so ebonite feed. Some line variation to write with this pen. Not lots. It's not not one of Noodler's flex pens, but it does have line variation. This, of course, is a interesting ink. I don't really know why I used it for a pen review. It does actually have a reasonably wet flow, but you'll never know with Manjiro Nakahama. It does a decent job keeping up with the flow, but eyedropper. So this will get more interesting as the pen runs empty. And I'll tell you something else that's kind of interesting, is when you first fill up the pen, it takes forever to saturate the feed. And I'm holding it in a box upside down like this, and it just, oh my gosh, went and had supper, went outside, played with the garden for a while. It's darker outside. I was going to do 7 reviews in a row, and my 2 eyedroppers I saved for last. I filled them all at the same time, and yeah, I have artificial lights on, and I was going to use this set so I didn't have to use artificial lights anymore when I film these reviews. Didn't work out! And by the way, that's why there are 7 reviews in a row with me wearing the same shirt, because I filmed them all the same day. Alright, so as far as reverse writing, honestly, I never tried that before. Actually, surprisingly smooth, but super double ultra extra fine. And I'm not a fan of eyedroppers, and maybe let's bring this down here. Maybe you can kind of see here the ink that's just starting to pool here around the fins. I expect some slobbering pretty quick. I believe the technical term is not slobbering. I believe the technical term for what this pen does is drooling. Well, we'll find out if it drools while I write this writing sample. If it drools, I will keep going. If it doesn't drool, I will keep going anyway. So I'm going to pick out a slightly longer quote, just so the pen does have a chance to drool if it so chooses. Not that pens choose anything. All right, so true story. When I first got this pen, it had quite the drooling issue. What I did is I pulled out the nib and feed and heat set it, and actually that may have solved the problem. So, yeah, I'm not complaining. I don't really care. I mean, they're nice. You get a lot for no money, but I'm not terribly impressed by these free pens. I think it's a step up from what Mr. Tardif had before. But at the same time, when I saw that he was coming out with these pens, a lot of people bought bottles of Noodler's Heart of Darkness, and you'd find on Goulet and Anderson pens, all those, that they'd be out constantly, especially the ones that had this pen. Well, I didn't really care about trying it, and I have almost a full bottle of Noodler's Heart of Darkness back there, so it just, doesn't interest me a whole lot. And now that I have a Charlie, I guess I really didn't have a reason to rush to buy one. So, it's a free pen. It's nice. It's just nothing special. And I don't care for eyedroppers. So there's that. Although the bottle works better with an eyedropper than anything else. All right, so as far as size, capped, about half an inch shorter than a Noodler's Conrad, definitely a lot thinner. Uncapped, I'm going to hold this here so it doesn't roll away. The Noodler's Conrad, of course, has a super monster-sized nib, but I'd say that's an inch longer than the Charlie. Gives you an idea just how big a number 6 nib is. That's a big honkin' brute. And then, of course, posted. Let's be consistent here. Posted, I don't know. I suppose the Conrad's maybe half an inch, 3/4 of an inch longer. So I hope that was useful as a review of a free pen. And in short, I wouldn't go out of my way to go buy a bottle of Noodler's Heart of Darkness just to get this pen, but it's not a bad pen. So, don't throw it away if you get a bottle of Heart of Darkness. You might enjoy playing with it. That's pretty much its role in my collection. It's the pen I play with, not a pen I use. So thank you for watching. We'll see you later.